Now, Chaitanya, as Ravi suggested, right? So automation's gonna help a lot in degree in terms of the kind of data that is being generated out of each and every system. When you talk about advanced technologies like a UEBA or an EDR or a network behavior anomaly detection, so on and so forth. Any functionality that you take which is more behavior driven, enabling you to build that MITRE triad and focus upon detecting those unknown and unknowns, there is just a lot of data. That is point number one. And there are just so many functionalities at the end of the day. As you rightly said, security orchestration will tie that approach together, enabling people to take corrective actions quickly and more efficiently, if I will. But how exactly are you seeing automation really enabling customers today or service providers like you in meeting the ever-growing demands from a cybersecurity service delivery point of view, Chaitanya?
So, I say, when we look at all these threat vectors, whether it is data exfiltration, data infiltration, and, 60-70% of the attacks are due to our own people, the internals of an organization. So to perform all of this in an automated fashion, bringing behavior analytics engine, data exfiltration, infiltration engine. And the third element, I would look at, see, I have been a advisor of deception technology. In fact, a siloed deception technology, bringing at the file level, each endpoint level and at the perimeter. Yes, you have to build these honeypots, and these decoys to an extent, can evade, any of these, the kind of attacks that may come in a way. Combining endpoint detection, managed detection and response, at the SIM element, and then user entity behavior analytics, then security orchestration and automation and response, and then tightly integrating with the ticketing tool. And then, some of my experiences have been, I've seen, I wouldn't want to make a mention of the large organization. It's a $54 billion organization, which has got the complete global SOC in Bangalore, where you would be amazed to see some, 70 or 80,000 or 100,000 EPS. So it's managed by a very small set of people. I was wondering, how is this possible? But thanks to automation. So they have automated, they have put all the components together. The journey of, any attack vector till mitigation. If you look at the framework, until the quarantining and containment, and then doing a post-mortem analysis, until such time they have automated the entire processes. Thereby, the analysts, at the most, they have to look into unique incidents where, perhaps there is no playbook on the orchestration and automation layer. A very small subset of, the indicators of compromise. Very small, small set of IOCs what they require to do, but the 70 to 80% of the false positive elimination is completely done, curated, and thereby the clutter in the SOC operation or the information fatigue, which is so high in most SOC operations, because we ourselves, have been managing quite a few of our customers. So can be greatly reduced if automation is mature and make the automation to learn. Of course, with the advent of AI, machine learning, if we have been able to put this together and make the system to learn over a period of 3 to 4 months, I think, the life of a CISO can be a lot more easier.
Praveen, if I may add, please.
Yep, sure, Chaitanya. Please go ahead and please put in your perspective as well. I think Ravi has given a great insight in terms of what is that automation can really bring in as a value add in terms of the amount of data that we are seeing versus the amount of value at the end of the day we can deliver to the customer from a service point of view. Chaitanya, you may want to add pointers on top of it, please.
Yeah. So we all agree manual threat hunting can be very labor intensive and very time consuming as well. So I feel that one of the biggest advantages as a threat hunter we have is artificial intelligence. So, AI lends itself particularly well to the software that that automates the detection of possible risks. So there are three elements I feel in the threat hunt cycle which can readily be automated in current juncture, even using a platform like BluSapphire. So first of all, obviously, is the event analysis. So, automating event analysis to classify security events quickly and will significantly increase the scope of events that we as in security practitioners can examine. So that is the first element. Second is, I feel, factor identification. You have to automate the factor identification so that the machine would follow the instructions from a particular analyst, because the attacker can tweak certain elements and utilize the same SMB port to attack multiple kind of, you know, uh, compromise your network. So making sure that we tweak that and keep on checking certain elements within our digital estate, if we can see that threat, is an essential thing, because advanced machine learning models can over time learn to discover these factors by themselves and building on initial categories that were set by security team. For example, if we consider MITRE attack framework, there are 14 phases for the tactics, techniques, and procedures, and
Right.
every every phase would have its own set of, if we drill down further, almost 400 to 500 procedures and techniques that we will get into every phase. So, doing that, doing a data enrichment part as well, I feel, of combining and correlating and adding data to make more sense, to see threat patterns. I guess those kind of activities we can readily do with the automation that might come into the threat hunting process.